Scarcity says, there's not enough for me. Abundance says, there's more than enough, and my portion is secure. Love, the way you see the world determines what you receive from it. And today, we're breaking free from lack and stepping fully into abundance. Hey y'all, welcome to another episode of the Pretty Aligned Podcast, the space where we shift perspectives, reframe the way we think, and step into alignment with who we're truly meant to be. I'm your host, Octavia Darling, and every week we'll have real conversations that help you reset your mindset, overcome limiting beliefs, and create a life that feels good from the inside out. So grab your coffee, tea, your journal, or just your open mind and get ready to receive. Scarcity is when you believe there's never enough. You know how it is when you have a list of things to do for the day, so you try your best to get everything done. And next thing you know, hours pass and you only completed one task. What do most people commonly say in this type of situation? Oh my gosh, there's not enough time in the day. Is there not enough time in the day? Or are you not managing your time wisely? This is an example of having a scarcity mindset. We all get the same 24 hours in a day. It is literally up to us how we choose to use it. And I can already hear some of you mumbling, well, easy for you to say, you don't work a 9-to-5 job. You're an entrepreneur, so you have more free time. Let me go ahead and debunk that myth. Being an entrepreneur does not mean that I have more free time. It means that I am now even more responsible for how I manage my time. For example, I can't wake up at 12 p.m. every day and expect to be productive. I too have daily routines that enforces self-discipline. And you know why? Simply because I live with an abundant mindset. Time for me is an illusion. It's what I choose it to be. If I want to dedicate 4 hours of work to a specific project for the day, then I would create a time block to ensure that I make it happen. Unlike those of you who do have a 9-to-5 job, I don't get paid unless I put in work. At least not yet. So every moment matters. All right, let's get back on track here. Scarcity keeps you operating from fear, comparison, and competition. It also creates stress and self-sabotage. So in a nutshell, you do have enough time. You do have enough money. You do get opportunities. The question is, why don't you believe this? Now, abundance is when you trust there's more than enough and you are worthy of receiving it. So what does that look like? It's when you shift your focus on expansion and gratitude. It's when you confidently know that you never lack. It's when you vibrate at such a high frequency that whatever you desire, you naturally attract it. It's when you don't stress or worry about things that are beyond your control. You believe that everything is always working in your favor. An affirmation that I love to say is, abundance is my birthright. That reframes my mindset to knowing that it was given to me the moment I took my first breath. This is how you need to move. You are abundant. Scarcity and lack does not exist in your reality. So now, when you operate with that mindset, you are shifting the narrative. Abundance is not just about money, it's about peace, joy, and fulfillment. Here are a few ways that scarcity sneaks into daily life. When you think that you're behind, you're simply just comparing your timeline to others. Now, this one in particular is something I had to really work on because for a while, I felt like I was behind in life, mainly because I'm not married yet or have any kids. However, 90% of my friends are either engaged, have kids, or married. Now, what would make me think this way? The idea that I was lacking if I did not have any of those things by a certain time in my life. Now, how many of you have experienced FOMO? You're so scared to miss out on stuff that you just say yes to everything. And these are just a couple of examples, but I encourage you to share some of your own scarcity habits with me or within our community. Now that you have the awareness of what scarcity and abundance is, here are a few reframing techniques that I'd like to share. Instead of saying, there's not enough time, say, I can prioritize what matters most. Instead of saying, there's not enough money for that, say, money is a tool and I can create new streams of income. And instead of saying, opportunities are limited, say, the right opportunity is aligned and abundant. All right, let's turn up the heat a little and slide into the hot seat coaching segment where I coach through a situation that needs a serious reframe. Here's the scenario. Every time I think about investing in myself, I panic about money. How do I move from a scarcity mindset to abundance? The only way that you can move from a scarcity mindset to an abundant mindset is to believe that abundance is your birthright. You have to believe that you are abundant. Scarcity doesn't exist in your reality. It doesn't exist in your world. It doesn't exist in your mind. It is a non-negotiable, right? Another way is through gratitude practices. Try expressing gratitude more and more for what you already have. Oh, I'm so grateful for my home. I'm so grateful for my car. I'm so grateful for the food in my fridge. I'm so grateful that I have money to pay my bills. I'm so grateful that my accounts are always overflowing with money. I'm so grateful that I have enough money to give to others. See, once you start rethinking that money is energy, then that's when your mindset really shifts because that's what it is. Money is energy. As I explained in one of the previous episodes, you get to determine what the value is of money. So if money is a form of positive energy, then what does that look like? I really want you to visualize that. What does it look like? How does it make you feel? How do you receive it? Do you receive it often? Do you receive it in the form of working hard for it? Or do people just give you money? Does it just fall in your lap? Like, really set your mind on the energy of it, right? And then focus on opportunity instead of lack. You get to invest in yourself. You get to invest in a new wardrobe so that you can show up and dress as the version of yourself that you want to be. You get to invest in your health by having gym memberships. You get to invest in your wellness by your beauty and wellness by going to the spa often, right? Getting your hair done, buying beauty products. These are all forms of investment. This is opportunity, and this is the good that money does for you. So don't panic about it. Welcome it. Know that you're abundant. Know that, you know what, I have such a great relationship with money, and I like the fact that money allows me to do ABC, right? So don't panic that you're lacking when it leaves. Be happy that you're creating space for more. All right, love, that wraps up today's hot seat coaching. But now is your turn. What's going on in your world that needs a reframe? I encourage you to send your scenario to me, and I just might coach you on the podcast. The link to the submission form is listed in the show notes. Now, here's a little note to self and you. For the next week, I want you to practice gratitude journaling. Write 3 things you already have daily and recite these affirmations. I attract overflow. What's for me can't miss me. I also want you to practice generosity, such as giving your time, sharing compliments, and also connecting with others. Remember, abundance isn't about having it all. It's about realizing you already do, and more is on the way. As always, my loves, I welcome you to join the Pretty Aligned community where like-minded individuals connect, receive valuable resources, and live monthly group coaching sessions from yours truly, Coach Darling. Y'all, I love the darling. I want to see y'all. Well, I want to hear your best darling impression. Send it to me, okay? Now, how many of you attended the virtual live event where you learned how to plan your profitable 2026? Oh my gosh. First and foremost, thank you so much for joining us. We had so much fun providing you all with the tips that you need to succeed. Please feel free to share your experience with us. I am already looking forward to our next event. So if you didn't know, I also offer one-on-one coaching opportunities for creative entrepreneurs, and I have a group coaching program that's going to be launching January 1st, okay? So make sure you visit my website for more information. All of these details are listed in the show notes. So if you enjoyed this episode, please leave a positive rating and review. It is appreciated and always welcomed. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today on the Pretty Aligned podcast. I hope something in this episode gave you a fresh perspective or a new way to see yourself. Remember, small shifts create big change. If you loved today's conversation, share this with a friend who needs it, and make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss the next reset. Until then, keep aligning, keep growing, and keep becoming the best version of you.